everybody, it's Beth again from the Crazy Crafty Chicks, and today we're going to talk about extending the life of your Cricut mats. I've been a Cricuter for a little over 10 years, and I still have some of my original mats that I take really good care of. I mean, you can see I've cracked it and I've taped it on the back, but it's still good and sticky, so I'm still going to use it. So I don't want to go through the expense of buying mats all the time, so I've learned a few tips and tricks on how to care for my mats to make the life extended. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to show you how I store my mats and what I actually use these for now, because they don't fit in today's Cricuts. This is from my original one, and you can't fit them in today's Cricut mats. So the one thing I like to do with my mats is a little something called mat rotation. I've noticed over the years that I use a lot of 8.5 by 11 paper, and I was only getting this part of the mat dirty, and my marks on the mat were only staying here. So this part of the mat was pretty much unutilized. So what I decided to do was a mat rotation. So for about 3 weeks, I'll load the mat this way, top in, to the Cricut for a while. Then after about 3 weeks, I'm going to take those same mats and I'm going to flip them around backwards. The mats are the same no matter which way you put them in the Cricut. I'm going to load the paper that way and I'm going to use it that way for another 3 weeks. That way all the marks are going to be moved to a different location. The stickiness on this side is actually going to be used, and I'm just making it last a little bit longer. So after I do that for a couple weeks on each side, then what I do to give my mats a good clean is I just use a good old-fashioned baby wipe. I buy the unscented, no aloe, just regular old baby wipes. Gonna take a wipe out, and then I'm just gonna kind of rub all over the mat to get off any of those leftover pieces of cardstock or little tiny pieces of vinyl while I was weeding, or actual dirt that comes off my hands when I'm crafting. I do happen to have 2 big dogs, so I do get dog hair everywhere. It's kind of unavoidable, and it sticks to these puppies like no tomorrow. So a baby wipe does it a really good job. I just give them a good wipe down until I'm satisfied with what came off. Then I'm going to let it air dry completely before I put the top back on it, and then I store it back away until its next use. Probably about every 6 months, I'm going to take all my mats upstairs to the kitchen. I'm going to get my sink nice and soapy with some Dawn water. I'm just going to put the mat in there. I'm going to rub it all down. It's going to get all that sticky stuff and all the dog hair and paper pieces and all that stuff off. And then I just let them air dry in my drying rack, usually for a day or two, so I don't do all the mats at the same time until they're completely dry. Then I'm going to put the covers back on them and I'm going to store them away. Pretty easy. Things you wouldn't think about, but buying new mats all the time is something I'm really not interested in. And because I do Cricut craft every day, I really honestly don't have that many mats. I probably have 8 blue ones, 6 green ones, which I really don't use that much. It's just a little too sticky for me for most of the things that I do. I only have 2 pink ones and 1 purple one. Honestly, my 2 partners in the chicks, Heather and Ashley, they're the other 2 chicks, they're the sewers, so they use their pink mats. I don't do the sewing. I'm not really good with a sewing machine, so I leave that up to them. So let's talk about how we store the mats. Hey everybody, we're back. So here's how I store my mats. I have 2 of these very large units that I bought at Lowe's. Super good deal. I think they were $74. Each one has 5 shelves, holds all the storage that I need. Absolutely fabulous. Love them. What I do is I bought these little S hooks while I was at Lowe's too. You can buy them in different sizes and different strengths. And I just hang them on the side of the rack, and that's how I store my mats. So my mats are hung straight up. They stay nice and flat. I don't have a problem with them getting bent. It's a really, really easy way. So I have my blue mats all together in one spot. I have my 24-inch mats all together here. My green mats and pink mats and purple mats are all on the other side. I don't use those as often, so I like to have these ones accessible. The last thing you want to do when you're working on a project is waste time looking for the supplies that you need. So I like these right handy, right on the way inside my door, grab what I need, off I go. So I mentioned the small original Cricut mats earlier. I keep those all down here at the bottom, and here's what I use those for. A lot of times when I'm down here in the studio, the Hubs gets a little grumpy upstairs because I'm not spending any time with him, or the dogs come down and see me and then they run back upstairs, and I know that's about time where mom needs to go upstairs. So if I'm working on a project where I'm weeding a lot of HTV or I'm weeding a lot of vinyl, I like to put those projects on here because I like to weed them on here and take them upstairs with me. So I can do all my weeding work while we're watching TV together. I'm not watching, he's watching, but I'm sitting with him and he's happy and he's not grumpy, so that works good for me. So what I like to do is I put it anywhere on here. I hate the fact that when you're weeding on a mat, it sticks to your shirt and sticks to your skin and it drives me crazy. So the part that I'm not using, I'll just put the cover back over. I'll load up a whole bunch of these. I'll take them upstairs. He's happy. I got my work done. The dogs like to sit on my lap, and it works out great for everybody. So that's what I still use these for. Kind of fun. So thank you for watching our video today. Don't forget to like it below. Subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of new stuff coming. We're just a new group of girls getting together and starting this fun thing. Click that really cute little bell because that'll tell you when we have a new video coming. Head on over to our website, thecrazycraftychicks.com. That's where we keep our blog. Sometimes tips and tricks are really, really great, but they're not video type, so we just blog them out there. And then you can see everything else we have to offer. Submit us some pictures of your projects from maybe some tips that we've done, and we'd love to feature you in our gallery page, which would be really, really super fun. Comment below if there's a video that you want to see something on. The three of us are always up to learning a new skill. Let's face it, any crafting is fun crafting, and sometimes you learn something you didn't realize you knew. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.